Hello and welcome back to my channel. So I think it's been around 4 or 5 months since I last posted, but I've been extremely busy with my last year of school and it's been very hectic for me to sit down and shoot properly, so I just put my channel, pushed it away. But we are back now. I can't promise I'll post regularly, upload videos regularly either, because I have my finals coming up in 2 months and I'm not really very free until that point. But once my exams are done, I'm going to be so free and I promise I'll be uploading more videos, because I have so much content I wanted to film in the past year, but I just couldn't because I didn't have the time, didn't have the patience or the energy. So yeah, but I wanted to do the end of the year tag. I've been wanting to do that since December began, but I had some exams and stuff, so I couldn't. But the last day of the year, I'm filming it. Hopefully I can upload it today itself. So yeah, let's get on with it. Hello, so this is me editing. It's not 2022 anymore, it's well into 2023. This is the 23rd of January and I was actually supposed to edit on 31st of December, but stuff came up and I got busy, so I didn't really get around to it. And then the first week of January I had my graduation ceremony in my school, and then we had my final practical exam since then, and I've just been studying because my finals are coming up, and in India it's a really big deal. So yeah, I've just been super busy. Plus after that I had a really long depressive episode where I don't think I did anything. I don't know if I studied properly. I actually don't remember those 2 weeks at all. But yeah, it was just a really big mess so far January, even though I read a bunch of amazing books. But yeah, I just wanted to say that I'm not sorry exactly, because I can't really tell you when I will feel like editing, when I'll feel like uploading, but I am trying to be more um, just be more involved in the bookish community, because I actually do enjoy it, even though sometimes just shooting and uploading is a huge task for me. But yeah, I'm editing it today and I guess I'll post it tomorrow because I have time, so I'm just sitting and editing today. So yeah, back to the video. So I actually searched other YouTubers channels for book tags and stuff, but I didn't really come across any of the videos or blog posts on Google that I actually liked the questions from, not all of them. So I took a few questions from there, but mostly I just made up questions about things that I wanted to talk about. So the first one is obviously best books of 2022, and I can't take one. I'm choosing top three. So the first one is definitely Radio Silence by Alice Oseman. It was such a surprising read because going in I didn't think I would really like it that much. I didn't think I would like it at all, because up till that point I was like, if a book does not have romance, I'll probably not like it, which was such a stupid thing to think, but I did think about that. But oh my god, I love Radio Silence so much. It's one of the best books I've ever read. It was very heartwarming and exciting, and just the college high school life, and it's written over a year, more than a year, and it's very slow paced, which again didn't think I would like, but I really enjoyed the book overall. It was just a really heartwarming story, and I connected to the main character Frances. Wow, I did not think I would find such a similar soul, but I really loved the book, and there was a lot of representation, which is, I don't think I need to say that about Alice Oseman because all her books are just so good. But yeah, Radio Silence, amazing, best book of the year. Second would come Five Survive, which I just completed reading a few days ago. Ooh, I was shaking, screaming, crying. I don't know. I went through all the emotions while reading that book. It was so scary, and I think that's what you expect a thriller to be. So, God, I loved it, and I think Holly Jackson is the reason I started reading thriller, and I have loved literally every thriller I've read since A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and I'm so happy that I picked up the genre, because till 2020 I didn't think that genre was for me. So I'm really glad I started reading thrillers, because Five Survive and Sadie is another thriller that I read this year, which was another amazing read that I really enjoyed. So like I'm really going into the genre and I'm really liking all the books I'm reading in the genre. So hopefully I'll be reading more thrillers next year that are as good or better than the ones I've read this year. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then the other book, I feel like all the Heartstopper books are up there, but Heartstopper Volume 4 just was a different experience because more than Charlie and Nick's relationship, it spoke about mental health and how that can have an effect on different relationships in a person's life. And I cried almost throughout the book, and the way it was written, instead of just their meetings, it was both of their diary and journal entries, which were like, it really captured the mental health and therapy experience. So I really liked that, really enjoyed that. And just Alice Oseman is amazing. I feel like I love any book she writes, and I'm really looking forward to Heartstopper Volume 5, which I don't know when it's coming out. They said it's coming out this next year, 2023, but then Alice took a hiatus and is taking a break from writing Heartstopper, so I don't know when it's coming out, but I'm really excited for that. And a few honorable mentions for the best books. I loved Book Lovers. I think that's my top romance read this year. It was so good. I love Emily Henry and her writing is fabulous. But more than that, I really like the plot of the story. Like, she's a literary agent and he's an editor, and they're kind of enemies to lovers. Like, both the characters as well, Nora and Charlie, they're so good and it's just amazing. I love the book. And as I said, Sadie, another great book. And As Good as Dead, also written by Holly Jackson, which is part of a series, Good Girls Guide to Murder. It's the third book in the series. And again, that was terrifying. I was screaming, crying, shaking throughout the book, and just I love the way Holly Jackson writes. It evokes so many different emotions, and honestly, if you just want to feel and if you want to like have a good cry, I feel like you should read her books. They're amazing. The next question is worst books of 2022, because of course. So one is definitely Fine Print by, I think, Lauren Asher. I went into that book hoping for so much. It was so disappointing, and not just I expected this and didn't get this way, but like the entire thing was so bad. Actually no, like up till one point I really loved the main character. Her name, I think, was Zara. She was so amazing. I vibed with her so hard. She was amazing. But then towards the end, things happened. I didn't even like her, and overall I didn't really like the story. The guy is over possessive and it's just not a good experience. I do not want to relive that. So yeah, no. The next book is It Ends With Us. I just recently completed reading it because I wanted to read at least one Colleen Hoover book, because I've been openly hating on her since 2021. And people kept accusing me that you haven't read her books, how can you judge her? But I know enough about her books and about her to judge, and I have been doing that. But I was like, okay, fine, you want me to read a book, I will read a book and then hate her properly. So that's the only reason I read It Ends With Us, and I'm happy to say it was bad. It was really bad. I do not want to relive that either. So we are just moving on to the next question. New genre you were introduced to. So I would say thriller, but I actually did read my first thriller book, that was The Girls Have Been, last year, but I didn't really get into the genre until this year, so I'm not going to include that. I will say graphic novels, because I read Heartstopper, and then I read, I don't know, I think there are comic series, but I read the Paper Girls, which is actually a show on Prime, and I was a first season there, and I really liked the storyline. I really liked the vibes it was giving me, so I read the comics. I completed all the comics, and yeah, that was amazing. And then now I'm actually reading Spy Family, which is a manga. I don't know if all of these fall into the same category, but yeah, graphic novel, comic, manga. So those I really like manga now. I completed 2 whole volumes of Spy Family in a single day, and it was so good. Like, I'm really liking the manga genre. I also read one manga last year, but I couldn't get through that. I don't know, I just didn't really like the story, but I really like Spy Family. So if any of you have like similar recommendations, please tell me, because I really want to read them. So yeah, graphic novels, comics, manga, I don't know what all of them are called together, but those I got introduced to this year and I'm really happy I did because they were so good. Okay, so the next question is books you started but didn't finish, and I actually got this from a blog that was talking about a book tag. But I don't know if this books I did not finish constitute like books I have given up on, or books that I started but kept on hold and I'm probably going to read next year. So first, the books that I'll probably read next year are Before the Coffee Gets Cold and The Wrath and the Dawn. I started both of these books this year. I completed a good part of Before the Coffee Gets Cold, but at that time I was really wanting either a fantasy or a thriller, and I don't know, I just couldn't get through it, so I've put it on. Like, it is a really good story. It was a little slow, but I really liked the concept. I really liked the story as far as I read it. So I'm looking forward to read it again next year. I'll start from the beginning mostly because I don't really remember a lot of it. And the other is The Wrath in the Dawn. I don't really know why I stopped. I read like 5 pages and then I just stopped reading it, but I'm hoping to read it again next year. A book I did not finish is The Flat Share. What is that book? I read like 100 pages and it was so stretched. I don't even know. Like, I did not like it at all and I just gave up on it. I don't think I'll ever pick it up again. This was in like the starting of the year, like in March or April, and I tried, man. I pushed, like, I was ready to give up at like 40 pages, but I pushed myself till 100 and then decided to just not pick it up ever again. So yeah. The next question is, how many books did you read? I read 51 books, which is not a lot. I know people who have read like 300, 400 books, but 51 for me is very good compared to last year where I literally had to push myself to read 40 books. So I'm really happy with that, and I completed the 51st book today morning. I'll probably complete 52 by today evening because I'm almost halfway through the 3rd volume of Spy Family. So I'll probably get done with it, but yeah, I'm really happy with how many books I read. Next we have favorite character you found this year. I'll have to go with Nora from Book Lovers. I just love her so much, and everything that she says, everything that she does is just something I would do. And she just is so amazing. I really liked her. And as I said before, Frances from Radio Silence is also an amazing character. I really liked her as well. Vibe with both of them in a little different ways, but overall both of them are amazing. And I'd say Jude from the Folk of the Air series, just such a badass heroine. I love that. So yeah, these 3, they were amazing. Next we have favorite book boyfriend, girlfriend, or just partner. Yeah, so I just wrote it like that. I don't know. So again, both Nora and Charlie from Book Lovers. Oh my god, Charlie, he's like the epitome of book boyfriends. Like, that is what you should think about when you're thinking about a boyfriend. Like, that is like the standard he has set is so high. I don't think anybody will be able to reach that. And yeah, that's why I don't have a love life. But yeah, I love both of them. Nora as well. Both of them, man. I want to be like Nora, be with her. I would take any of those, honestly. And also Darcy from Heartstopper. She is so cute and I love her so much. In the books, we did not really get a lot of content, but like other than the Paris trip where all of them were together, so we got content about all the couples. But I'm really happy that we focused a little bit on Tara and Darcy's relationship in the show, and just Kizzy Edgill is so pretty and just so good, man. I love Darcy. I love Heartstopper. Next up we have new author. Can be a debut author or someone you're new to. Okay, so this is funny because I feel like I've known Alice Oseman forever because I've read all of their books. But I didn't even know who Alice Oseman was in January. I did not know who they were. I did not know like they were a person in the book industry. And then I think around February, someone was like, the show is coming out. And I was like, oh, it's gay. And I was like, oh, is this adapted from something? And they're like, yeah, how have you never heard of it? So then I found Heartstopper. I started reading Heartstopper and fell in love with her. Then I ordered all of her other books, as you can see. And I read all of them. I think the last I read is Solitaire, and then I read both the novellas recently. So yeah, oh my god, all the books are so good, and it's really very shocking that I did not know who Alice Oseman was before this year, and now I've literally read everything that I've ever written, and I love that. And special mention, Taylor Jenkins Reid. I have only read Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, but I really enjoyed that, and I want to read Daisy Jones and the Six, Malibu Rising, all of her books, because I really enjoyed the writing style. And another is Courtney Summers, who wrote Sadie, and the writing style, all these authors, their writing style is so unique and so nice. And Courtney Summers recently released a book, another thriller, so I'm looking forward to reading that, and I'm really excited for that. So yeah, these three authors have my heart. I'm probably going to be a fan of all of their other books as well. So yeah, really looking forward to more books from them next year. Next, favorite author of the year, again Alice Oseman. I literally worship that lady right now. I've already spoken enough about her. So next author is Holly Jackson. Again, I read Five Survived this year, and I read the second and third book of A Good Girl's Guide to Murder earlier this year, I think in January or February, and amazing. I'm so glad I started reading thrillers and I decided to pick her books up because they were so good. And I cannot, like, Five Survive recently released like in December, and I cannot wait for the other book, another book from her, but I don't think we'll be getting a new book till like the ending of 2023, so I'm really sad about that. But again, authors need their rest too, so I understand. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to more books from them. They're amazing and I cannot wait. So the next question is most read author this year. I think you can guess by now. Again, Alice Oseman. I read 11 books by her this year, and keep in mind I read only 51 books, 52 books this year. So that's like 20% of all the books I read. It's just Alice Oseman because they were so good. I could not put it down. I literally have a shrine over here of her books, and I love this wall mainly because I could put both her, like, all her books together and they look so good. And yeah, I'm just so excited to read more from her. I love her with like all my heart. I love her books with everything in me, and yeah, I just love her so much. I read the most books from her this year, and I'm really sad that I won't get another book for a really long time until Heartstopper Volume 5 comes out, which we don't know when it's coming out, but I'm really sad about that. But yeah, I love her so much, and I'll probably end up reading Heartstopper multiple times this year. I already read it like 3 times this year, so yeah, I'm really excited about that. Okay, so the last question is releases you're looking forward to next year, and there are so many from different authors. The first is definitely Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cured, which is releasing on the 3rd of January, and it's by Talia Hibbert. I love that author. Her romance books are so good, and just I love her so much, and I'm really looking forward to this because this is very different from her other books that I've read, and I really like the blurb, so I'm really looking forward to that. The other is The Stolen Hair by Holly Black, which is a part of the Folk of the Air world. I don't know what it's called. I frame whatever, but yeah, that is coming out. Again, really excited for that. I pre-ordered this last month, and I'm really looking forward for it to come as soon as 3rd of January rolls in so that I can read it. Oh yeah, both of these are releasing on 3rd of Jan. That's nice. I can't read both of them on the first day, which is sad, but it's okay. The next is 6 Times We Almost Kissed and One Time We Did, which is by Tess Sharp, who wrote The Girls Have Been, and it's releasing on the 24th of Jan. And again, The Girls Have Been is also a sapphic story. The main character has a girlfriend, and I really like that aspect because you don't really see a lot of that representation in books like thriller or mystery. So I really like that, and I'm really looking forward to this because this is also a sapphic story of like their mothers or friends or something, but I'm really looking forward to this as well. Next is Happy Place. It's releasing on the 25th of April and it's by Emily Henry. As I said, I love book lovers, I love beach read, and just all her books are really good. And Happy Place is a second chance romance. They broke up but they have to pretend that they're still together when they go on a trip. So it's fake dating plus second chance romance, which are two of my favorite tropes in the romance genre. So I'm really looking forward to that, and a lot of people got their advanced readers copies, and I saw a few of the reviews and oh my god, so good. Like the reviews, the way they're talking about the book, the review itself was an amazing reading experience, and I'm so excited for that. I'm really sad I can't get an advanced readers copy, which is, yeah, it's very sad, but I'm really looking forward to that and really excited for it. The next we have, I know this is like a long list, but the next we have is Kismat Connection by Ananya Devarajan. So this is a Indian rap desi book. It's a romance book and it's like a teenage romance book, but like the name, man, Kismat Connection, I love it. It gives Bollywood vibes and it's releasing on the 13th of June, which is way too far away. But yeah, I really like oh my god, the cover is so pretty and the blurb is also really nice. I'm really looking forward to the book. I think that's the only new author in the list, but yeah, I'm extremely excited to read the book. And finally, I wrote Heartstopper Volume 5 because I'm hoping to everything out there that it releases this year, because I'm so I already know a part of it because Alice Oseman released it on webtoons like as episodes, so I know a good part of it, and it again talks about mental health a lot. It talks about how that mental health and Charlie's self-consciousness and I don't know, like a lot of different things in the mental health sphere, how it is affecting their relationship. And I think that is a really good way to explore these themes, and it's the final book in the Heartstopper universe, I think. At least that's what Alice has said. So yeah, I know it will be a sad ending, like seeing the books end, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to Heartstopper 5 because Heartstopper is something that's really close to my heart. I really love the books, love the show, and yeah, I just love Nick and Charlie. So yeah, that's the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed, and I will try to make more videos even though I'm like drowning in work and studies. I'll try to make more videos. So yeah, I hope you liked today's video and have a good day and Happy New Year's. Have an amazing 2023 and I hope you enjoy it to the fullest and have the best memories. Bye!